welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2011 eircom Spider Awards. eircom have been the title sponsors of the eircom Spider Awards since 2004, and we're delighted as eircom's sponsorship of the awards that are now 16 years old. And for the first time, eircom Spiders will take place tonight in the National Convention Centre. And before we begin, I want to give the guys at the convention a big round of applause for dishing it out so professionally tonight. You know, 16 years is a long time, and to put things in perspective, you know that somebody was telling me earlier that in 1977 there were 180 Elvis Presley impersonators. And this year, a Danish university carried out some research, and today in 2011 there are 350,000 Elvis Presley impersonators all over the world. And if you extrapolate that growth out, it tells you that in 2050, 1 in 3 people all over the world will be Elvis Presley impersonators. And if you look around your table this evening, that means that 4 people on every table will be wearing a white jumpsuit. And you've got to figure out which ones they actually are. You figured it out, right? The eircom Spider Awards, without a doubt, are the most prestigious internet and indeed technology awards programme in Ireland, and is now a key showcase for one of Ireland's most critical sectors. And on a global stage, what happens here this evening, we're surrounded by companies who are making it work all over the world. So a big round of applause for all of those nominees this evening. To steal a line from Greg Turley sitting over here somewhere, there's no recession on the web, and I think that's certainly no more evident than this evening. Specifically, I want to make, at the start of the evening, a huge, enormous thank you to our partners in eircom, specifically Stephen Bainan, Caroline Lennon, and Pora Corkery. A huge round of applause for the guys from eircom. The organisers this evening would like to also thank the judging panel. It is a very, very, very difficult job. They can't stay for drinks for fear of being assaulted at the bar afterwards, so a big round of applause for all of our judges for all the hard work. And indeed, our corporate partners. It's been a challenging year or 2 or 3 for Ireland, and particularly I want to thank Intel Ireland, eMobile, great guys from eMobile, and IEDR, all here in the room this evening, and thank you very much for your support. Big round of applause, thank you. Over the next couple of days, you'll see Independent.ie covering the event. I want to thank the guys from the Independent Group for their enormous support of the event again. Thank you, Independent.ie. A little bit of housekeeping, if you wouldn't mind. Phones on silent, particularly. Conor Dempsey is particularly for you. There are going to be 8 awards will be presented before dinner, and the remaining 12 awards will be presented after dinner. So, not to hold you from your meal much longer, can I, before I introduce Caroline Lennon, thank our own team at Business and Finance, in Tracy, Louise, Rebecca, Vivian, Chris, Gillian, for the enormous work and the late nights they put in. Thanks, guys. As I mentioned, the partners and the drivers of this event are eircom. And if Carlsberg could do partners, this would be the one. Can I now introduce to you, to say a few words and to get things going, the Chief Commercial Officer of eircom, Caroline Lennon.
Thank you, Ian, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of eircom, you're all very welcome to the 8th eircom Spiders Award ceremony. I suppose because I grew up on the north side and actually lived quite close to here for a long, many of years, I feel I can say I'm delighted you all made it over here from the leafy suburbs of Dublin 4 to Dublin 1, but it's really good to see you all. And though, of course, this is our 8th year as sponsor, I think many of you know the awards have been going on for a lot longer than that. And I think we really do need to thank Business and Finance for their long and dedicated stewardship of something that I think is now a very important event in the Irish digital calendar. It's also fantastic to see that the Irish internet industry is bucking the economic trend once again. We had more entries than ever this year, and we at eircom are delighted to be part of recognising and rewarding your efforts and all you do to keep Ireland on the map from an internet and technology viewpoint. Through your contribution, these awards send out a signal that Ireland is still leading the way in digital and internet entrepreneurship. And we're also delighted to be working with Business and Finance again this year on the eircom Junior Spiders Awards, which will be held next month. Encouraging innovation and digital creativity in schools is essential to help keep Ireland's competitive advantage in European technology. This year we've noticed a few trends in terms of the awards, a consolidation in entries across categories, in particular those newer categories like mobile applications and digital editor, and they're now all becoming much more mainstream. And once again, social media is playing a huge part in the online activity, and we're seeing that particularly evident in retail, in sports, in news, and in financial services. We're really happy that our own eircom Spiders Facebook page has grown hugely. The last time I checked, we had over 4,000 likes, and 2,500 people were talking about us. We've also introduced a new eircom Spiders mobile app this year, which allows everybody to keep track of everything that's going on much more easily. As you know, every year we have our public choice vote. So this year, voting on the public choice categories of Big Mouth, my personal favourite and community, took place on Facebook. And again, tremendous entry. Over 3,000 people registered their favourite Big Mouth and supported their favourite community site. The winners of these awards actually garnered a huge percentage of the overall vote, so I really look forward to later on to hearing who they were. Ian said it already, but events like this don't happen without a big effort from lots of people. So a few thank yous. To Fireball Media, to thank them for their work in testing all of the nominations from a technical perspective and giving great advice to the judging panel. As always, a warm thank you to the judges, particularly for the people who've come back year after year and are really key in supporting these awards, but also to the new judges this year. We hope you had a great experience, and we hope you'll be back again next year. A big thank you to Business and Finance, particularly Tracy, Rebecca and Chris. But most importantly, a thank you to the Irish digital industry, to you guys out there for continuing to lead the world in technology. It's an exciting time in terms of digital development, particularly in the mobile web, and I'm confident that we in Ireland will continue to lead the way in internet entrepreneurship and life-enhancing web applications. Thank you so much for supporting these awards. I wish all the shortlisted candidates the best of luck tonight. I'll be back here later to present the Grand Prix Awards, but in the meantime, please enjoy your evening and your dinner. Thank you.